Alrighty, well, I hope your pens didn't run out of ink. There was a lot of stock ideas and ETF ideas to put down, so I guess do people still use pens, or is it all on the smartphone? Whatever. Either way, we're going to finish up. Stephanie talked a little bit about the cybersecurity theme and kind of tangentially mentioned AI. Our final speaker of the evening is really centered in that space, has a lot of expertise in that space, and he's going to give you his opinion of where things are right now and where they're going. He's Sydney Armani, Chairman and CEO of AI Fintech World Group. Sydney is a seasoned Silicon Valley veteran with over 30 years of experience as an entrepreneur, investor, and advisor in emerging technologies. He's the founder of the AI World Fund for AI Startups and Accelerator, a venture platform dedicated to supporting the next generation of AI innovation through strategic investment, mentorship, and growth acceleration. He currently serves as a blockchain advisor at the Stanford Blockchain Club, contributing to advancing decentralized technologies and the future of AI's foundational infrastructure. Please welcome Sydney to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. Everyone's still here. Thank you. I was mentioned I was going to last speaker, so I didn't know how many people at TGIF is going to stay here, so I invited a couple of my family so they will be in the audience. I was going to borrow some of the people. No, really, glad to be here. Welcome. And I want to tell you guys, I love money shows for many years. You know, Kim Giffler and Debbie, Charlotte, they are doing an excellent job. I've been coming to this, as you said, 30 years, but actually I've been in Silicon Valley 38 years. I don't want to mention my age a little bit. So, I love these people, and you know, I've been here. Louis Kornheiser was here. If anybody all those days, they know Louis and other people. And now these days, we have, you know, kind of an advocate with this, but I really, you know, appreciate this because I invited to a lot of different conferences. But Money Show is that where you meet the investors, where you meet the real, you know, people that they have some project. So that's and very straightforward, especially Charles Payne. These days we have, you know, Charles Payne from the, you know, Fox Business, which is, he's very straight shoot. And so last time I saw him at the Dallas show, and he was signing some books, which I was very happy to see that. And I see something that on his book that is mentioned, the AI is, you know, fifth industrial revolution. And by the way, what a good speech earlier was talking about, you know, along other things, AI and the Bitcoin and the data center. So I want to be very straightforward with you guys, and let me put my credential in here so you know who I am. Is this working here? Okay, yeah. My name is Sydney Armani, and I just gave about 6 months ago, thought about, let me give myself a new title, whatever it would be. You know, I've been involved in AI for many years, and it's right there in Palo Alto, California, and San Francisco, but I'm an East Coast, West Coast person, so I know what's really old money is, what really new money is. And I speak around the world about, you know, Silicon Valley. They invite me with their blockchain at the time, maybe at the Bitcoin, but I never advocated, and she was right. I love, you know, cryptocurrency. I love what's developed, you know, in blockchain technology. But you can see some of my video, and as people call me and said, how did you know? Well, if I knew that, I would invest, would be 100K by now. But that said, you know, I borrowed this, and I'm going to go with it. I borrowed this title of this. Here, let me show you guys. All right, I borrowed this from the Charles book, which I highly recommend it. I just got the book in Dallas, and he's wrote the book. Charles Payne, you guys probably know him. He speaks, you know, on money, show in the 2 o'clock, I think 2 or 3 o'clock at the Fox Business News, and he's a wonderful person, very giving, and he came up with this, and I, you know, borrowed from his book. It's called The Fifth Industrial Revolution. All right, that said, I've mentioned about myself. I'll give the title called Chief AI Officer. Yes, we're going to have that. We're going to have that. You're going to see Chief AI Officer, so that's what you see in my title over there. I gave myself a title, but then I see somebody start getting the, you know, domain name, and he's got the classes for, you know, AI and other thing over there. But it's a beginning, and like anything else, There's a lot of hype and unhype, a lot of things happening, so we all know. Let me ask you something. Who uses ChatGPT in the audience? So I can see with my, about like 20, or no, maybe 30, 35%. Okay, all right, good. So we all know for the audience that they know what's going on with AI. We have ChatGPT and some other ones that you're making nice logo out of it and other things, and they call it generative AI. So, a lot of kids, they do the logo, they, send a nice letter to their girlfriend, boyfriend, for that matters. And so it works basically, but there is other things behind, this AI things, which is they started with these generative AI. It's easy to sell. You open an Instagram, somebody wants to try to sell you something. Then we have basically other things, which is, they call it enterprise AI. What is enterprise AI? That's the main things over there. And let me go with it. So our company is called AI World Fund. So I discussed it about the next era of driven and startup, and like anything else. I went to Silicon Valley in 97. It was the heydays of the Silicon Valley, and everybody were there. The hotel, the cheapest hotel was about $400 or $500. Everybody coming with a .com. What happened? 3 years later, .bomb. So, but then those days, was a company called Alta Vista before Google, but they didn't perfect it. So we know who's making it, who's not making it. So we pass all this. Same thing with anything else. That some technology, some other new things started, you kind of see a lot of pretenders that come into the one, but then you see a lot of actual people making it. AI is the same thing. So whatever you see over there in your Instagram, other people, they do not, that's not the real thing. You need to check the company, find out who they are, what they have done before. That's what we come along. I've been in Silicon Valley, around the world actually, for many years, so we give money to these entrepreneurs and startup. And like before, we used to give them $50,000, $100,000 for startup. They had something, but next night we see them in the sushi bar, they're celebrating that they made it. So, and then I start going to the conferences and other people that, find out that the people who failed and they learned. So what do you have? Now, same thing with the AI is happening. There's a lot of people that they have it. Now, I talk about the generative AI. I want to talk to you about, enterprise AI. What is enterprise AI? One of the, and I'm going to speed up a little bit because I know they know all these things, but I want to go at the speed up. What is enterprise AI? So there, I was mentioned about reshaping industry, transforming economic, which is will, and the society, generative AI, enterprise AI, healthcare. Here's something that I mentioned personally, and I think my heart beating. Last year, 2024, I got diagnosed with some problem. I never had any health problem, but I went to the doctors and, and they gave me all kind of medicine, and so very simply, I put the diagnosis in the ChatGPT and said, is this good? Is this not good? And even the diagnosis they extended to me, I go put in ChatGPT and I said, explain to me. So the next day I go to the doctor, or the week after probably, not the next day. So I go over there and I knew what is he talking about because the AI told me what the diagnosis is. Forwarding, one of our companies that we're nurturing is in the Israeli company, that they do analytic on you go to the CT scan, easier they give it to the doctors that so AI will help. Healthcare is number one, but you got to check it out. That's number one. To me, honestly, with healthcare. So, and we have some other stuff here in education and all this. Okay. Okay, so earlier speaker was talking about these data centers. Right now, the biggest, even President Trump in Saudi Arabia, they were just talking about a huge data center to build in Saudi Arabia. So data center is essential. We're speeding, and that's what all these countries that are speeding up to build data centers. So data centers are going to be a great place to look at. I'm not going to be talking about investment or anything like that. But also what these data centers need is energy. So energy for that data is whatever the cooling system, whatever it be, putting the nuclear, which they're talking about, that's very important. That's going to be a very, very long-term essential for building the AI worldwide. That's what a lot of countries investing money to put these data centers. So look into these data centers. It's very, very important, basically. Healthcare data centers. Here's one of the data centers we put over here. Now, that's another thing. And by the way, I mentioned later on about that, what we have research, and you guys can go for free to look at it. I saw some article, we wrote it down. We own a publication called AI World Journal. It's free. You can go over there and get all kind of articles, podcasts. We created about a year and a half ago, which is what we're learning. And we have people from Stanford and also for Carnegie Mellon, where the AI started. They write, so we work with academic people about how AI can help people, but not all about money. We're trying to find out how we can integrate people that they are disadvantaged, to learn about AI, which is a very important thing. I just read something about a couple of days ago about China starting to teaching their 7th grader AI. They must know about AI. They're starting right now. So I read, I was reading about this, and I said that right now the biggest thing is going on is land grabbing. All these data centers, they want land grab. It's like an old west. So they usually go to small town. They want to put the data center. Usually, people don't like it because it takes a lot of energy and other thing over there. But this is what's going on: data center and land grabbing.
With AI reshaping the world, the AI World Fund is forging the trail for emerging startups. Our startup accelerator
is it sound going here? All right.
Offering potential AI startups seed funding and mentorship from industry leaders and investors, as well as helping you establish a profound presence and forge connections through immersive conferences organized by the AI World Fund. We value diversity, inclusivity in our selection process.
That's good.
We shine a spotlight on the startups based on the expertise of their team and the social or economic impact of their technology. Discover unparalleled success with the AI World Fund. Whether your passion lies in natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, healthcare, finance, sustainability, education, or social impact, ready to make your mark? It all starts with your application through our online portal. Share your business plan, pitch deck, and information about your founding team. If you're shortlisted, you'll progress to interviews and an in-depth evaluation. Embark on an exhilarating journey with the AI World Fund for Startup Accelerator.
All right, this is our fund. Actually, as you mentioned, we're looking for I usually say that we're looking for the next big thing in AI. Our AI Sports Society, we're in 20 countries, meetups, all the entrepreneurs, programmers, the countries from Spain to Israel to anywhere, even a lot of in United States, Silicon Valley, Miami. We have a chapter. We're looking for the next. I always call it. We're looking for the next scouting, next Mark Zuckerberg, and kind of at this time bring him on, give him the funder, mentor them, introduce them to the VCs. That's what we do. That's what this AI World Fund is all about. Now, how are we going to be doing this thing? We have a couple of tools over there, and I'll go quickly on it. So why you invest with the AI, we've been around. So this is, let me go further. Okay, yeah, so this is, you're gonna see that, which is one of my favorite cartoons was when I was growing up, like all of us, was the Jetson. Actually, we wrote an article about that. You're gonna see that, they're already doing robot. They're doing a robot right now. You're gonna see the robot. You go pick up a car. You're gonna go find your robot, bring it home. Whatever it is. I just look at my window in a hotel. It was one of those things that deliver, the food, which is there. It started. They did pilot in Berkeley, California, but I say, hey, they're here in Miami. So this is what's going to happen, that you're going to see AI everywhere. Somehow it's going to touch in our thing. But somebody asked me in an interview, is it going to be taking a lot of jobs? No, like anything else, like phone, we have to teach our younger people, adopt. Not everybody using phone, So we got to adopt, our younger people to learn about, to come up with the idea, but to not just making money, like healthcare is unbelievable. The cancer is going to be cured. That I can say that. As a cancer survivor myself, I know that it's going to be cured. Who's going to find it? AI. Who's going to stop it? Drug manufacturer? No way. That's what's going to happen. So it's got a lot of pluses. Instead of thinking about it taking your job. No, we got to adopt ourselves like any industrial revolution. We need to start over here. So this is what's going on here. But I'm going to go back quickly to that's what we're talking about, the chip and China, other places. This is me, but I want to show you a couple of things that we have done. So we started this AI World Fund, which is a couple of companies that we started. One of them is basically it's medical billing AI. Medical billing is a big deal right now. A lot of doctors, a lot of hospitals, they bill, they usually get a rejection, they're usually not somebody paying, but with AI, they will be collecting the money because it's very transparent. That's what it is. So this is one of the companies that we invested. And the other one basically is, the podcast we do over there. The other one is very, very interesting. This is a company that we invested over there. It's a chat AI. But it's amazing. Here, if it works, because I didn't have it here. Let me talk to her.
Hi there, it's great to connect with you over the phone. How can I assist you further?
Hey, Nicole, can you hear me?
Hey, I'm right here and ready to listen. Glad you reached out. I hear you clearly. What can I do to help you today?
Well, tell me about AI World Fund.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating topic. I can tell you're curious, and I'm here with you as we dive into it together.
All right. I talk. That's why. So okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Nicole. I interrupted her. That's why. So let me okay. Call again.
Hello again. Wars Month isn't specifically detailed here, but I can help. You find insights on AI trends. What specific information are you looking for?
Tell me about Money Show in Miami.
Oh, Miami sounds like such an exciting place for an event like that. I can sense you're eager to get all the details. Let me see what I can find out for you.
But you can actually, I need to, because she gets confused.
The Money Show Masters Symposium. Miami in 2025 is scheduled to take place at the Hyatt Regency Miami from May 15th to 17th. It will feature leading investing experts and offer opportunities for networking. If you would like, I can provide more information about how to register or the event schedule.
No, thank you. So here, there's a form here you can form, and also you can tell Nicole to put. So you can see that, this is one of the company we invested. And you can see that's going to be in every AI, for the selling some stuff in Amazon and other places for e-commerce, actually. That was the word I was looking for. You can see that, but Nicole or Jack, they can take the orders, they can process the money, they can do everything then, and shipment. So that's all you can do the form, basically. So that's what's going to happen with this. You heard about these doll chatbot. You go to, we have some of them here, but it's just like this. You need to type it. But we come up with this company, basically, which is amazing. That's amazing. And the good news is that the Nicole here or Jack can go and crawl the inside of your website or anything else for that matter. So we are working in some other application, like the movie. You're interested in the movie and say, hey, tell me about what's going on in the movie. So there's another app. There's another one we're actually working is about the tasting the food. Said, hey, Nicole, tell me what's going on about the food. You know, what is the trend right now? What is the closest restaurant? It will tell you because it's crawl the web and behind it, you know, OpenAI, and just give you all the answer, but also make a reservation. This is the biggest thing. So my point is here, yes, AI, you know, that is big, is good for, you know, when infrastructures and other thing over there is already there, chip is already there. The next big deal is AI agent. That's what they call it. And it was a funny story just a couple of weeks ago, and the two AI were talking to each other, but gibberish. Nobody understand it. So it was very funny. Everybody said, well, what's going on here? So this is what's going on, basically, and then this is our company does. And we have something called that I mentioned to you about the AI World Society is in the 20 countries and 35 because we're looking for talent. And then, and this is the AI World Journal. And by the way, we are very proud to be one of the people that work in the Money Show. You can go over there. And I look forward to you guys go to the Dallas show next July. I go there. I was just there in Dallas. Oh, no, Las Vegas. I'm sorry, Las Vegas. I was thinking about Dallas. I was in Las Vegas. I mean, Dallas was wonderful, but Las Vegas is another good show. Beautiful. I highly recommend it. But if anybody has a question, I'll be glad to answer it. Any question?
I guess while I wait to see if any hands go up, I wanted to just ask you, in the public arena, I mean, obviously you're focused on smaller companies, but in the public arena, some of the companies that are involved, is there anybody who's doing anything particularly promising, a few names that you think, from an investment standpoint, are making the right move strategically?
Yeah, no, I'm not, I have to be very careful here. We're not giving any advice in here or anything like that. Okay, but you know, we in AI World Journal, we have something called a company spotlight. Take a look at it, and you make a decision. You go see what they have done, basically. So yes, you know, but like I said, in general, the data centers are big. You know, close energy that they are doing something on the data centers, they're going to be big, basically, whatever it could be. You know. Solar, you know, the nuclear, and all these other companies because they need energy. They take a lot. Cooling system, they take a lot of cooling. They got to be cooling system. So these are for infrastructure. But you mentioned about that. But I put a statement here which I like to mention here. This is what it is. Seeding the titans of tomorrow. We give some money. You never know. A lot of a small company in Silicon Valley started with just $20,000. I live in Mountain View, California. A couple of people, they came to the Starbucks that I go every day, and you know, they were working in PayPal. They came there, and I probably see them over there. They started YouTube right there. I live my home in Mountain View, California, Castro Street. I see a small little sign there said WhatsApp. There was a couple of people, you know. So you don't want to miss that. You know, yeah, sure, you can. You know, the days of putting money in the chips. You know, that's how I put it here. The next evolution of the AI isn't about it. They are so over-evaluated. It's about real-world product and solution. Now, if you look at AI, that's another code as electricity. Okay, we came up with electricity, but who made the lamp? Who made the, who made the TV? So this is what we have to look in about. What's going to be what we combine the product of AI? What it could be some next app and the TV that, you go home, the AI is waiting for you, something like that. That's what, otherwise, the chips are there and they're being very restricted about it. It's already overvalued, in my opinion. So that's what I say. The next evolution of the AI isn't about chips. It's about real world of products and innovations. Any question? Go ahead, sir. That's a good question. Very good question. No, but I can tell you, they've been using I've been in media for a long time, and they usually, they make sure that, they have the background. We all did that during the COVID, where everybody had been part of that green screen, and behind them they put something that, that they didn't want to show the dirty laundry or, the kids crying or something like that. So it's always going to happen, but But transparency is very important. So they have to disclose especially, and that's something the lawyers are going to be working on with it, because that's important that you don't steal the article. It's got to be original. That's a lot of kind of worms about that. Yeah, that I can see it. But we're here for investment. We're here, actually money show. We're about the money. Where do I put my money personally? Okay, well, we all have this stock, and she was very nicely talk about those Palo Alto and some of the company, and I mentioned some of it. You can go with company spotlight, but we think we're we're scouting to find the little kids somewhere in Des Moines, Iowa, working on something that is very special. We want to find that, or somewhere in Israel, in Tel Aviv. They're working, and they did. They came up with a couple of stuff. We're planning, and I have experience in this. I've been in Silicon Valley. I saw a lot of, people that they made it, not made it. They came up with something so wild stuff. We mentor them, like you said in that video. These companies that we have, they are very great companies. Like medical billing is amazing, And this chatbot, you can see it in everywhere right now. You call, hey, I want to order something like that. You see it over there very closely, and you have. On that one, you can also have a form here. Let me see it right quickly, and I will be. Hey, this is you go to AI World Journal, you see everything. That here, they see that there's a form here. You can fill it up, or you can tell, here in this called name, and that comes right away, and any transparent come to your website, basically. To your email and other. These things gonna happen because it creates money, it creates sell. They're called POP, point of sale, or POS. So this is going to help. That's what is going to be a lot of people that mom and pop, they're going to use that. They're going to sell their bag. They're going to sell everything right away. Okay. But again, my name is Sidney. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for having me here. Again, I want to tell you, I love this show. I've been coming, and thank you for audience here. I think we're going to be for a party. But if anybody wanted to get in touch with me, here, you always right here. I have and I answer my phone. If you leave a message, I'm very transparent. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I'm an old school, and I answer my phone. And if it's somebody's trying to sell me something, I said I'm not interested, but I am very much interested. Have a partner in this company, very much. Some of them that over there. So if you have some other questions, some investment opportunity, we'll love to talk to you about it. Or some projects, bring it on. Thank you. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and that, as they say, is a wrap. We'll be opening up the bars and have some food outside at 6:30. Please come join us on the terrace. Thank you.